Just a quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on when I upload a video. Also, check out our new community tab for updates on the channel. Hey guys, it's Geeky Chick here, and I am back with another Disney Heroes Battle Mode video. The first video, we got a really good response from you guys, or I got a really good response from you guys. So I'm gonna keep up with the video. Some of you guys asked, I know a few of you guys are playing. And before we get into the character overview, I wanna know, should we make a guild? I've leveled up, I am team level 22. And I'm in a guild, just a random guild that I saw someone advertising in chat, and I joined it. But if you guys want to go ahead and make a guild so we can kind of just start a community, let me know in the comments and I will make one. I think it costs like so much gold, and I'll spend the gold and I'll be the one to make it. But yes, so the characters, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the characters. The best way I think to arrange them and understand is by their role. And it goes by the ones that I have and don't have. So I have, or you start off with Ralph. He's a tank, and then you can do detailed stats. A big fisted bad guy with an even bigger heart. Ralph wreaks havoc on the real baddies. And they give you his core stats and then his other stats there. He's a role, tank, position. He's in the front. His job is to just take all of the damage while everyone in the back is putting out. So his max XP is at 3068 right now. And then so let's see. And then they show friends is something you have to unlock at 30. They show his skills. This unlocks when you get him to blue. You're getting the characters, the colors. Like right now he's green +1. Every time you collect all of these badges and promote him, you're doing his color. So it's white, green +1, then there's blue, blue +1, and then blue 2. Alright, our damage. These are the ones that are doing like the most damage, so they're gonna be probably closer to the back. And oh my goodness, or I guess they're more in the middle, really. Elastigirl does really well. Helen Parr, also known as Elastigirl, takes down bad guys with her amazing stretching powers. Oh, and that gives you a little overview. Hero level, use your heroes in combat to give them XP drinks to fill their XP bar. Every time their XP bar fills up, they gain a new level, and they can only level the map up as high as your team level is. So mine is 22, so the max that they could go right now would be 22. Hero rank, collect badges from the normal campaign to fill your hero's 6 badge slots. Once full, promote your hero to a new rank, collar, to increase their core stats. Hero stats, collect hero chips from the elite campaign. Once you have enough chips, you can evolve a hero, adding another star to it. The more stars a hero has, the stronger its core stats are. And you'll see some heroes start off at 2-star, 3-star, or whatever the max is gonna be for this game. Okay, so and then her skills, and you can look at her. Elastigirl smashes her large fist down on the head of the closest enemy, dealing 1059 damage. And I have found that has been especially in the earlier stages, just knockout, instant death, or very close to it. Elastigirl uppercuts the closest foe, dealing 530 damage, slowing their movement speed by 25% and their attack speed by 25% for 3.5 seconds. The slow has a chance to fail against enemies higher than level 5. Vanellope. You can see I've been leveling up. I think everyone's around 5 or 6 for their skill levels. Vanellope, a racer with a wicked sense of humor, Vanellope glitches around her enemies and deals damage with her trusty new soda soaker. And you see, let's see, her health, as you guys are gonna see, their health is lower compared to the tank, which was 3000, and their damage should be higher. Her skills, the slammer, use her glitch to become untargetable and teleport into the middle of her enemy. She slams her candy hammer, dealing 304 damage to all enemies near her, then teleports back behind her allies. Soda Geyser combines the power of mint and soda to shoot a massive spray of soda at her closest enemy, dealing 407 damage. The corn syrup slows their movement speed by 25% and their attack speed by 25% for 30.0 seconds. Okay, here's support. So what is his name? Yax. He's really good. Like when I first started, when I was playing on the video that you guys already saw, I was wondering like, okay, where's our healer? Where's our support? And so we have Yax. All right, Yax uses his yoga powers to heal and support his allies. And he is in the back. So his health is probably gonna be one of the lowest. And we wanna do his skills. Natural healing. Yax heals his everyone on his team for 833 HP each over 2 seconds. Flower power. Yax summons his flower power to deal 486 damage to the closest enemy. And then we have Frozone, and he is control, and he is also in the back. Lucius Bast, also known as Frozone, is one cool customer, controlling his enemies with his versatile ice attacks. And you guys saw he does the freeze. So look at his skills. Stay Frosty. Frozone throws ice at foes, freezing them for 4 seconds. The freeze has a chance to only last for 1 second on enemies higher than level 5, and I have seen that happen. Cold Front shoots an icy wave at the closest enemy, dealing them 408 damage. And the Arctic Chill blasts the closest enemy, freezing them for 8 seconds. That's pretty good. The freeze has a chance to only last for 2 seconds. That's really good. I haven't unlocked anybody's third until I get people to blue, and I need to get further into the campaign. Okay, so these are going to be the characters that I haven't unlocked. As you can see, here's a 2-star, there's a 2-star, and those two are 2 stars. So, but I haven't seen anything higher than a 2-star. Violet, and we can still look at her information, but it's all like base because we haven't, added any badges or upgraded them because we don't have them. Violet Power uses her invisibility and force fields to control enemies on the battlefield. So this is she's support. Secure Squad. Violet jumps out of danger and shields her entire team, protecting them from 244 damage for the next 7 seconds. Before Violet invisibility. Before Violet is about to take damage, she becomes invisible for 10 seconds. While invisible, Violet is untargetable. Violet can only become invisible once every 25 seconds. When damaged by enemies higher than level 1, there's a chance Violet is unable to turn invisible. Also, this skill will not trigger when Violet has a shield. We have Dash. Dashell Parr uses his superhuman speed to dash in and get a few well-paced punches before the enemy even realizes he's there. And his damage, like going against him, I hate it because he comes in, he's like, pop, pop, pop. I hate it. So, Swift Strike. Dash runs across the screen, punching enemies up to 7 times. Each punch does 82, and I don't know, I guess it goes higher depending on their level, but I hate that one. Getting Punchy. Dash dashes to a random target and punches them, dealing 82 damage. And you see that changes because that's in a color. Alright, let's see Jack. Giggle. Don't let that cute face fool you. Jack's powers do some serious damage, and he is in the back, and his role is damage. Bouncing Baby. Jack turns into a cannonball. He bounces between enemies 4 times, dealing 154 damage to each enemy, and he's kind of similar to Dash, that choom choom. There must be multiple enemies near each other in order for Jack to bounce. Snack Break. Jack drinks his bottle and gains 300 energy. He then throws his bottle at a foe, dealing 114 damage. Okay. Mr. Incredible. Alright, Bob Parr, also known as Mr. Incredible, uses his super strength to fight evil and protect the innocent. And he's a tank, and he's up front. Grand Slam. Mr. Incredible flies into the air and dives into the middle of his enemies, dealing them 180 damage. The impact of his landing also knocks enemies back. Pound Quake. Mr. Incredible stomps the ground and deals 90 to enemies near him. And then Chief Bogo, he just looks like a tank. Like when you see him, you just already know. The toughest Cape Buffalo on the force, Chief Bogo serves and protects his allies with his massive riot shield. Let's get his skills. Grants himself a shield that blocks 774 damage. The shield expires after 5 seconds. At the start of combat, Chief Bogo charges at the frontmost enemy, dealing 193 damage and stunning them. And that sucks because he's gonna go and hit your tank pretty hard, quick. Okay, control, Finnick. A short fox with an equally short temper, Finnick Fox wallops his enemies with his jumbo pop and a little help from his beloved van. I've seen it and I hate it. Like, I was trying to do, I think it was port battles, or maybe it was the team colored battles. And I died at the end, even though I killed everybody on his team. It was too late because the van came and hit me. Alright, remote controller. Finnick controls his trusty van remotely, causing it to drive through all enemies, dealing 113 damage and knocking them back. Pummel Pop. Finnick flings Jumbo Pop goo at the nearest enemy, doing 57 damage to them and all nearby enemies. And then we still have a lot. Okay, let's get through this. Nick Wild. Nick Wild uses his street smarts and charm to control and attack enemies. Look at his skills. Nick summons a business lemming with a popsicle who deals 62 damage to all enemies. Each time Nick uses this ability, an additional lemming is summoned up to a max of 5. Nick keeps his lemmings between waves of a fight. Nick pulls out some stashed popsicles and flings 3 of them at the closest enemies, dealing 134 damage with each hit. Judy! Alright, brimming with optimism and pure determination, Judy Hopps uses her kickboxing skills to subdue the enemy. Bunny Hop. Judy jumps in the air to kick the closest enemy, knocking them backwards and doing 366 damage. The enemy's attack speed is slowed by 20% and movement speed is slowed by 20% for 3 seconds. The slow has a chance to fail against enemies higher than level 1. And we see that anytime it's a color, I'm guessing that means it can change as you level them up. Alright, Felix. The gold hammer wielding good guy uses his amazing fix-it powers to heal his allies. Another healer. Felix calls the villagers to charge, dealing 130 damage to all enemies and stunning them for 1.5 seconds. Fix-it Felix. Felix raises his hammer and heals his weakest ally for 290 XP. And then last, Calhoun. A natural leader with a haunted past, Sergeant Calhoun takes charge on the battlefield with her massive laser gun. Laser Blast. Calhoun fires a mega blast, dealing 48 damage to all enemies. Calhoun surprises the enemy backline with a grenade, dealing 84 damage to each enemy hit. So that is all of the characters in their role. And what do? I guess that's just, these are the ones that I have, the ones I don't have, and then you see the tokens, like I have 5 out of 10. You get Violet, and you go here where it says unlock, it shows you where you can get them, Guild Crate, and also from the daily sign-in for the guild. I have 4 for Dash, and I've just been going to these levels and kind of farming his, and none for everyone else, but I'm working on that. Alright guys, this video was longer than I expected. I didn't know it was going to take me that long to get through all of the characters. I'm going to end this video here, and I will start going through each of these things. I'm unlocking everything. I'll show you guys some arena gameplay. Speaking of arena, I'm number 1 in my category or whatever to get. I have 3 hours to stay in the top 5 and I'll get leveled up. But I'll go through each of these buildings and just tell you more what they mean. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.